Hello. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We're live. We have a Q&A call today. So you guys can shoot any questions to help you grow your e-commerce business, whether it's funnels, conversion rate optimization, landing pages, overall like scaling e-commerce businesses. If you have a business, if you have a specific question that I can help you with to get you some clarity, maybe to share with you some resources, some SOPs, some cheat sheets, anything to help you with growing your business, please just drop that in the comments so I can answer your questions. And we'll be sharing my experiences. We'll be sharing my mistakes. Been in e-commerce for the last 8 years. I've done over $100 million in sales. So we'll be sharing with you what's been working for me, what are the mistakes that we have done lately, and just give you like clarity on what you need to do to scale your business a lot faster. Before we get started, please just drop one in the chat so I can see if you can hear me. Just drop one in the chat if image is good. I'm in a hotel right now. It's a beautiful view, but internet is shit. Internet is absolute shit here. So want to make sure that you can hear me okay, and you can see me okay. Just drop one in the chat, and we will get into it. YouTube, just let me know if you can hear me okay. Just drop one in the chat if image is good. Hey, Sabuy. Hey, Andy. Hey, Yassine. Already some great questions coming up, which is awesome. So very cool. We'll be answering those in a second. Just like one. Just yeah, perfect. Let's roll. We'll be answering your questions. I'll also be sharing some resources with you. If you're not connected with me on Instagram, just drop me a DM in case something happens with this connection, or if you need any resource that I'll mention throughout this call, just add me on Instagram. DM me on Instagram for a specific resource. Just let's connect there. Any questions you have when it comes to running your e-commerce business, scaling your e-commerce business, because we're coming into Q4, and it will be very exciting Q4 with election and everything. So I'm excited to answer your questions, show you how we are preparing for Q4, so you can learn and you can just avoid some of the mistakes that I have done. All right, let's get into it. So we have first question here from Instagram from Ediac47. Can you personally check stores and give feedback? Yeah, just shoot me a DM with your store, or if you can, like, drop it here. I'll try to check it out. I won't be able to share my screen. I don't want to ruin my connection. It's already not the best. So just drop it in the DMs, Ediac47, and I'll make sure I'll check your DMs. So just drop DMs to my DM, and yeah, I'm responding to DMs. Just drop it, please. All right, cool. We have a question here. Hi, Alex. I've been having issues from Facebook. Seems like a lot of people are having rejection issues as well. Any suggestions? Suggestions? First of all, if you have a rejected ad, if something's getting rejected on your Facebook, make sure that you don't do similar ads in the future. Make sure that you learn from those mistakes, give feedback to your designers, give feedback to your video editors, so that you don't post ads that are likely to get rejected in the future. Also, if you have a rejected ad, the best thing that you can do is just delete it from your ads manager. Also, you want to run safe ads, which means like very positive engagement ads on the low budget. You can optimize for likes, you can optimize for reach, you can optimize for engagement, just on a very small budget to give your page more positive experience, and also to have a good ratio of approved versus disapproved ads, because at any given point you want to have like a ratio of 10-1 of approved ads versus disapproved. That's what you want to have. So if you don't have that ratio, then you're risking your ad account. And I can tell you that coming into Q4, and especially coming into Q4 where we'll have the election, the disapprovals will be even bigger issues. So it's better that you develop the process on that right now. if you need any more clarity on that, or if you want to set up like a proper like infrastructure with not just one ad account. If you're just running your whole business on one ad account, it's like a ticking bomb. Like you don't want to have that. You want to have 2-3 different ad accounts ready to go at any given point, so that if something happens with one ad account, you can still advertise on another ad account. That's what you want to have. So you have to develop that infrastructure of the ad accounts in case something happens with the main one. You can still be in business and you can still generate sales. Have a question here from Ted. With low budget, interest targeting or Advantage Plus campaign? Interest targeting and broad. Just start with that. Don't go Advantage Plus on the low budget. I would not recommend that. And by the way, I have some amazing resources. Just DM me Facebook on Instagram, so I can send you some awesome SOPs. I'll send you some things that are working right now on Facebook. So just DM me FB on Facebook. On Instagram. So I'll send you those resources that are, with all the things that are working right now in terms of like how to structure your ad account, how to structure your campaigns, ads, how to test creatives. I'll send you a lot of good stuff. Just DM me FB on Instagram and I'll send it over to you. Another question here from Sabu. Is dropshipping still profitable in USA? It is profitable, but it's not very profitable. What you want to do is, once you have validated your product with a dropshipping model, let's say you're testing 10 different products and one product works, like let's say in a pet niche, you want to build a niche store around that product and turn that dropshipping store into a brand, because you don't want to be building something that you just like have to switch from product to product. People running these businesses where they're just jumping from one product to another and then never have a sustainable business. So you want to build something that will give you longevity, that will give you consistency, and that is a brand. You want to turn that dropshipping store. You want to improve your customer experience. You want to improve your like shipping times. You want to improve the product quality. And for all of those, I have, again, amazing resources that I can share with you, how to turn a dropshipping store into a brand. Just DM me brand on Instagram and I'll send it over to you. So because I can share all of these resources, I would share my screen and explain, but internet is shit, and I want to make sure that you're getting access to those resources. Just DM me. This is it. Where is that? Here. This is my Instagram. Just DM me on Instagram, DM me brand. I'll send you those resources and I'll see how I can help you. Hey Alex, be high, Namaste. Yeah, I know what that means. Hopefully that means something good, Raj. Thank you so much for dropping this. How to build trust initially selling health and beauty products as a lean e-commerce brand? It's a great question. How to build trust initially? Like use real people. Use real people. If you can, use doctor. Like doctor is something that someone like that will add tremendous amount of trust for health and beauty brands specifically. So that's what I would focus on. And then if your product has some like certifications, if the product that you're selling has some certifications, has some studies behind it, use that to build the trust for your product. But overall, it's like using real people. That's how you build trust. Like if you're using like real people that talking about their experiences with the product, that's how you're building trust, and that's how you can get amazing conversion rates in health and beauty niche. Let me know if that makes sense, Krish. Janice, FB, please DM me on Facebook or on Instagram. DM me on Instagram, because that's where I have all of these resources. So just DM me here on Instagram. That's my Instagram here. Just DM me there, and I'll send those resources over to you. So you see, another great question here is from Instagram. How important are advertorials when launching first VSL? You can start with like standard product page if you want, right? Just to see the initial data. And sometimes it works. There's some brands in the space that are advertising with like VSLs, driving traffic directly to the product pages. And if you want to kind of like go and research what's working for other brands, like I would recommend just to do proper research. I personally like this tool that we have developed and we're using in-house. It's called Get Hooked. like literally gives you all of the brands that are advertising. You can filter by VSLs, by longer ads. You can filter by brands like that are using advertorials. Like, so all of those things you can do inside of the Get Hooked, so you can see exactly what brands are using VSLs and how they're using those. Are they driving traffic to product pages? Are they driving traffic to advertorials? Are they driving traffic to listicles? So you'll be able to see their best performing landing pages, best performing hooks, and that will give you a great understanding of what kind of resources you have to create in order to compete with those people, right? So if you know, for instance, you're looking at the stats, you see that they have 300 active ads, and you're looking at similar web and they're advertising and they're getting like 300,000 visitors to their website. So they're making money, right? They're advertising, they're making money. So now that would be a great brand to model. And as you start testing, you will see that certain things will work better than others. Maybe VSL to product page work better than advertorial. I rarely seen it. Like usually VSLs to advertorials convert the best. But let's say VSL to product page works the best, then you just double down on it and you just test as many variations as you can of VSLs. And if you need specific resources, specifically for VSLs, I have some great resources I can share with you, great documents on Instagram. Again, this is my Instagram. Please just drop VSL, just like here. This is my Instagram. Just drop VSL, and I'll send you some great resources on how to crack VSLs for your business. All right. A great question from SSK. Is it possible to do profitable dropshipping store without any customization to the product that comes straight from China? Essentially, is it only dependent on marketing angle? You can have successful business and you can have a profitable business doing that model. The only problem with that business will be the longevity, right? So you can use that model to validate. You definitely want to have some good quality product images, like ideally product videos as well, some unique content, and that would be the most important thing. And then obviously the marketing angle. So you can definitely make it work even without any customizations to the product, without making any like fancy packaging. You can definitely validate the product, and once you have the validation of the product, that's when you can start investing into further developing that product, building better funnels, building better ads, and just reinvesting to build a profitable brand. So Alex, can you please help me? I want to become a creative strategist for eCom brands. What are the things that you look for in creative strategies? I'm 22. I'm at the beginning of my journey. Muscle Boy 1463. What are the things I'm looking for? Number one is just passion, right? Like that's number one. Like for me, it's like for every role that we have in our company, I want to see that people in a specific role, they have passion for what they do. They constantly want to become better. They're learning from the best. You know, they're on Twitter, they're on LinkedIn, they're seeing what's working for other people. They're constantly spying on other people's ads. Okay, so let's test this format. Let's test this format. Here's the scripts that we can test for this specific format. So that's number one, just passion for what you do. Number two is the copywriting skills, ability to craft direct response scripts to get someone from watching the video to actually buying the product. Like copywriting skills, it's super important. So having like a combination of, you know, just curiosity and getting ideas, but also being able to write the scripts for those ideas for a specific brand. That's another, you know, very important skill set that we would look for in creative strategies. And number three is just analytical mindset. Like you're looking at something that works and something that doesn't, and you kind of, okay, so this doesn't work and here's why, right? And so what we can do to make that better in the future. And that's kind of the analytical mindset, like looking at it without like, oh, I want to test this ad. And then you're looking at the data, it's like ad doesn't perform, but hey, I really like this ad, right? It's like people have this mindset like, oh yeah, it's like, but you know, I put so much time making this ad and the script was so good. Let's just spend another like $2,000 on this ad to see if it's working. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? Just cut it, move on, learn from it, make another one better. But analytical mindset is crucial. So these are three most important things that I would look for. and maybe one more, which is just understanding the aesthetics and visual kind of matching of, let's say you have a piece of text, you have a caption for a specific part of your script, it has to match with a specific part of the video, right? It has to make sense. So if you're talking about, like, let's say product causes people to be helps people to overcome like low energy, then on the screen you would have someone that demonstrates low energy, maybe person's like looking tired or like frustrated. So now the tags that you have on screen and what you have in terms of the video b-roll has to match in terms of the what that point is trying to demonstrate. So those are the four most important things I would look for in the creative strategies. And another one is here: are people really so consumeristic that they'll just buy anything, click on any ad they come across? People are very consumeristic if you know how to sell stuff to them, right? If you explain that your solution is better than other solutions on the market that they have already tried, and you position your product as something new, then people will be buying your products. So people will not just like buy any product they see, right? But they will buy products that give them the hope, right? Or give them some like new idea for the problem that you're solving. If you demonstrate that through your video, through your script, then you can get you get a sale. And in that case, the society is very consumeristic. Let me know if that makes sense. JoJo's the new black. Let me know if that makes sense. Is it good to look for suppliers on Alibaba? It's a good starting point for sure. You have to just be aware of like different scams on Alibaba, because some suppliers, they wouldn't ship your products, or let's say you request a sample, they'll send you one product, but when you actually order the product, they'll send a totally different product or not ship products at all. So you have to do due diligence in terms of choosing your suppliers. And if you need good suppliers that can source pretty much like any product, then just DM me on Instagram. It's very simple. Just DM me suppliers on Instagram. Here, this is my Instagram. DM me suppliers on Instagram, and I'll send you our proven suppliers that we worked for many years. We've like spent millions of dollars with them. So I'll share with you those contacts, so you can get in touch with them and source any product you want in a safe way without risking money. Derek Mensa. Hey, Alex, it's possible to make multiple six figures with organic traffic dropshipping. 100% it's possible. We have clients in our program that are doing that. I also have some great tutorials on how to crack organic dropshipping, specifically how to get that initial momentum with your business. So just DM me TikTok. DM me TikTok here on Instagram, and I'll send that over to you. But it's definitely possible. You just have to create many variations of the content. So you have to put your time in instead of putting money. So with Facebook, you're putting more of your money in. With organic, you put more of your time in. And so if you have more time than money, then you can definitely make it happen. Derek, just shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I'll send you some good tutorials on this. Earth Wives TV. Hi, Alex. How are you? One of my friends advised me to get in contact with you to start with the right food and drop shipping. Could you help me? Yes, 100%. As long as it's something that you can dedicate time, effort, energy, financial resources to making it work. If that's you, and if you're ready to commit to it, then just DM me on Instagram, Earthwipes TV. DM me here. DM me TV. Not DM me TV. DM me ready. DM me ready on Instagram, and I'll see how I can help you. So let's do some questions from Instagram. Do you think? Okay, so is that another part? Do you think it's Facebook internal issue, or it's actually our ads aren't complying? It could be both. I mean, I would have to see your ads in order to tell you if your ads are breaking any of the policies, yeah, I would have to see your ads. So please send me your store, your ads on DMs on Instagram, and I'll give you feedback. How important? Okay, so this one I answered. Do you recommend the question from Denis Lekarev? Do you recommend posting on your own or influencer commissions to drive traffic to your funnel? Do you recommend posting on your own or influencer commissions to drive traffic to your funnel? I would recommend to do both. Like you post on your own, but then you also work with influencers who would promote your product for a commission. With influencers, you can have a lot more scale. You can work with hundreds of influencers, like that would drive traffic to your store in exchange for the commission. So that one is a lot more scalable. When launching lean eCom brand, is it better to go all in on one or create multiple stores in other niches? I recommend to go all in. Once you see some traction with one of the stores, then just go all in on that specific niche, and then find more products to sell to the same customer that buys your main product. So you turn one product store basically into a niche store. That's what I would recommend. And if you achieve over 3% conversion rate on product page, should you bother with a lender? I think you should always test new lenders. Always. Because it can make such a big difference on your business in terms of the average order value, in terms of the conversion rate. And it just one of the most important things that you can do in business, just increase your conversion rate and increase AOV, because that will make you more profit, and that will allow you to spend more money on ads, and that will allow you to scale your business. So I would, even if you have 3% conversion rate on product page, first of all, that product page probably can be optimized and improved. So what we do is we're using Microsoft Clarity, we're using Hotjar to analyze the behavior of people that are coming to the website, which buttons they want to click on. Maybe we have to move some stuff around. Maybe we have to add some frequently asked questions on the bottom of the page. Maybe we have to add some more like social proof to the pages so they convert better. But I would constantly focus on improving that conversion rate even farther, and at the same time test different formats like listicles, for example. Top 5 reasons to buy product, 7 reasons why people are super excited about this product, the story advertorials. Like there's many different formats that you can test. Peter, if you DM me lender, I'll send you some good, and anyone just like watching, please DM me lender on, this is my Instagram here below, Alex Faratov 3F at the end. If you want some feedback on your store, if you want some feedback on your ads, just drop it to me. I can't guarantee I'll do it today, but I'll do it when I can. And just drop it to me, and I'll see how I can help you. And DM me lender. I have some amazing resources specifically for lenders, which means tutorials. I have some SOPs. I have some cheat sheets to help you crack your conversion rate and increase your conversion rate so that you make more money. Artem Danileko, would you advise testing products with writing advertorials for them, or will they be used after as a skill method? Depending on your skill set, if it takes you like 2 weeks to write an advertorial, probably just start with product pages. But if you're already experienced with writing advertorials, then I would just do advertorials right away. So let me know if that makes sense. All right. I just came into 30K. I'm looking to just starting dropshipping. Want the website already started. When I guess, okay. I don't know this question. Like if you can review my store and ads, please just drop it to me directly on Instagram. Drop it to me on Instagram. This is my Instagram. If you want some feedback on your store, on your ads, so I can give you some. I can give you some feedback, and we can take it from there. How much money impressions? Question from Philip Paul Mark. How much money impressions do you need to spend on one creative before on one creator before killing it and trying another one? I mean, at least, I mean, ideally, like at least like $100, like as a bare minimum. Like that's ideal case scenario. But if you're testing your creatives and from day one you have cost per click of like $3, like $5, like then obviously something is off with your creative, and then you can kill it a lot faster. But if metrics are reasonable, like you have, let's say, 3% click-through rate, you have $1 cost per click, so the metrics on the outside look good, and then you just need to get enough data to see whether people adding to cart, initiating checkout, whether people actually buying your product. That will require, at least like $100 to see, ideally more than that. So let me know if that makes sense. Yeah, Geo go. Yeah, your name your name is hard to 0011. Yeah, just DM me on Instagram and I'll help you there. So wow, so great questions here. Oh, I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. All right. All right, so cool. Marco. I'm using Stripe, but I have an abnormal amount of failed payments, mostly under your card. Don't support this type of purchase. Error log customers see. Right? Okay, so most likely you're not based in the United States and your Stripe is based in the United States. So it just you need to find other payment processors that have higher approval rates. This ratio here is it's called approval rates. So you have approval rates right now of 70%, which is pretty low. Ideally, you want to be 90% or higher, as close to 100 as possible. So you might need someone to provide extra information for Stripe, or have a signer that's based in the United States that would be a signer for your Stripe account, or use alternative ones that don't need signers to be present in the United States. Either way, Marco, DM me on Instagram. I'll see how I can help you. I'll send you some resources, and we'll figure it out. So just DM me on Instagram. It's Alex Fedotov, 3F at the end. Jojo the New Black. When A/B testing, how much money do you usually allocate for each advertisement tested? I think I just answered this one. Ideally, at least $100. But if metrics are not promising from day one, and you have very high cost per click, you have very low click-through rate, then I would shut it down a lot faster. So, but I mean, it's ideally it's $100. In our business, we're doing it like even more than that, like $200, $300, $500, because we're testing it with different variations of the advertorials. We're testing it with different variations of the audiences, and we're just giving it more different. Like we're giving Facebook more variations, but at least $100 if you're lower on budget. What do you say about people? Okay, Benny Hick, what do you say about people with no initial capital? If you have no initial capital, then just either, if you want to do e-commerce already right now, then just start with organic. Like that doesn't cost you anything, just like posting about your product on TikTok. You can model the other existing successful companies that are promoting products organically. So you would just start with organic ways to getting traffic to your store. And if your issue is initial capital, then I would just save it. When I started my business, like I would just save money, right? Like I would be working on jobs, like then I worked as a freelancer and I saved money, and I used that money that I have saved to start my e-commerce business, right? So it's like, maybe you don't need that new car like that you want to buy, right? Like maybe you can, like, okay, maybe you can save money on other things. Like I would keep my expenses like very low, just like bare minimum, and I would save most of the money so that I could later invest that into my business, and that's what helped me to get that initial momentum. So initially, it's sacrifices, like everything in life. Like you can have everything. Oh, I want to buy the Rolex watch, but I also want to start e-commerce business. So which one is fucking more important to you? Like, so it's at the beginning it's shit. Like I think who is that? Charlie Munger has this quote. that your first $100,000 is a bitch. I would say your first, yeah, I mean first, yeah, for your first $100,000. I would agree with that. Like how you $100,000, first $100,000, you just like you just save money. You just save money. You work some extra jobs, extra projects. You accumulate money. You save money so that you can invest that money into launching your business. But if you're thinking about that business that can change your life forever, and if you believe that that can happen, and it can happen if you're doing business and if you're committed to it, then it's fucking worth it. It's like sacrificing in the short term to get what you want in the long term. It's like you're going to the gym and you, oh, I really want to eat this, like I really want to eat this like McDonald's, but I also want to get jacked and I want to like have abs. It's like, but I want a McDonald's like right now. It's like, so what's more important, to have abs, in like 6 months, or to eat McDonald's right now? So that's a choice that you have to make, and the sacrifices you have to make short term. Jojo, the new black. Okay, it does make sense. Retail psychology is surprising to me. Sometimes it seems like people buy anything shiny and makes a sound. If you know what I mean. Yeah, like people buying stuff, right? But you still have to sell it. You still have to do a good marketing to sell your product. Like the consumers, like are constantly every single day are looking for new things that can improve their life in some ways, right? It could be removing pain from their life, becoming more attractive, like fixing their skin so they can be more attractive, um, helping their pets, entertaining their pets, buying stuff for their kids to keep their kids engaged, right? So every day we're solving problems for customers. That's pretty much what e-commerce is, like solving problems for customers. You find the problem that they have, and then you figure out what product can solve that problem, and then you sell that product to them in an interesting way. That's the whole e-commerce in like 3 sentences. Let me know if that makes sense. Jojo, do you have Labir Islam? Do you have that's a great question. Do you have anyone that can write copy for advertorials and build a funnel, or do you recommend we do this ourselves? I mean, if you have like a lot of money to spend, you can probably hire some people. It's not easy to find good people who would write like good advertorials for you, and people who would do it well. Those people will cost you like tens of thousands of dollars, and if you don't have that capital, and also like I mean, if you don't even understand like what is advertorial, how to write, why it's important, why it's working, why it's not. If you don't have that understanding, then they'll tell you, oh yeah, we spent 3 months building this advertorial and it doesn't work, and they say like, oh, the product sucks, and maybe it's advertorial that sucks in the first place. So overall, like having your own hands-on experience with this is the best. If you can do it yourself initially, so that at least you understand the moving parts, you understand what's possible. That's what I would recommend. Like all of our most successful clients, like the most successful clients, they're doing like millions of dollars per month. We have a client, Toppy. This month he'll do $2 million a month. We have our client Marek, who is doing like close to $10 million a month. All of our most successful clients, they either hands-on writing their own copy, or they have done it before, so they have a deep understanding of how it's done. So they can train copywriters and they can give them feedback and they can fix something if necessary, but they have this like understanding and hands-on experience that helps them to do that. If you're expecting that someone will come into your business and like will build it for you, I mean, unfortunately, like that probably won't happen. Maybe you prove me wrong, but most likely it won't happen. Like there's very, very few people that are actually good with this shit. Very, very few. And you have to like if you decide to go that route, you decide to hire some people, you have to vet them, you have to ask for referrals, you have to ask them for samples, you have to like make sure that they're actually doing what they're saying they're doing and the results that they're delivering. And in that case, yeah, it probably will cost you tens of thousands of dollars to just for initial launch, and it's not guaranteed that it will work, and you won't even know why it worked or not. So I would recommend to get hands-on. That's a summary, Labid. So, and by the way, I have these like tremendous resources, like specifically on advertorials. Like I have tutorials. I have if you just DM me, advertorials. Let me see. Where's that? Where's All right, I have to type it. If you DM me advertorials on Instagram, I will. It doesn't even show like that. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, everything okay? Just drop one in the chat if you can hear me. Okay. If you DM me on that on Instagram and you DM me advertorials, I'll send you some SOPs. I'll send you some cheat sheets. I'll send you some PDFs of things that are working right now in our business. I'll send you swipe files. I'll send you tutorials. Just DM me advertorials. DM me advertorials, and I'll send it over to you so that you have a better understanding of the whole process. Thank you, Labid. It's a great question. So many good questions here. All right. Does Stripe allow selling pain relief devices? It's a great question from Victor Vlas. Selling pain relief devices, what industry they can be classified? Pain relief devices. I mean, it's e-commerce. And what Stripe doesn't like is high-risk categories, which means you're shipping products from China. And also, in order to sell pain relief devices, you would have to probably like hype up the product. You would have to make some claims, and then obviously product, some people will be not happy with the product, so you'll have disputes. So generally, it's like higher risk category, and so that's not ideal specifically for Stripe. But there's some alternatives to Stripe, like Checkout.com, like Reach, Maverick. There's many other payment processors that you could use that could help you to overcome that. But Stripe generally is like, if you have more than 0.5, like half of the percent dispute rate, Stripe can classify you as high risk. You'll have holds, you'll have reserves, and it will be very hard for you to grow your business with all of the cash flow issues. So if you want to get into those categories, I would recommend to get some other alternative payment processing. Do you have some legal person read long VSLs or even ads before putting them up? Yep. We're working with some of the best legal advisors that are reviewing our work, and I think that's something I would recommend for you as well. Do you have better conversion rates when you use Shopify to build the lender or ClickFunnels? Better conversion rates. I mean, we're using both. With funnels, we have significantly higher average order value, like 50% more average order value with funnels, because we're maximizing every step of the funnel. We're maximizing order bumps. We're maximizing the OTOs, which are the upsells and downsells, and that allows us to. And also, we're bundling products heavily, so that allows us to sell products at a lot higher average order value. So even if the conversion rate is the same, we're still making more money per sale than we would do on Shopify. We're still using Shopify, like with retargeting. We're still using Shopify in other stages of the funnel. But in terms of the average order value, nothing beats funnels. And by the way, just DM me funnels here, funnels. So I'll send you some good resources on funnels, specifically how to structure them, what are the main moving parts that you have to make sure that you have in place, the order bumps, like all of the moving parts you need to have in order to make your funnels successful. So please send me funnels on Instagram. This is my Instagram, and I'll send those resources over to you. So to answer your question, Labid Islam, it's not just the conversion rate that has to be taken into consideration, but also the average order value, because you can have 5% conversion rate with a product that was on the Shopify website that has average order value of $20, or you can have 2% conversion rate with a website or with a funnel that has $100 average order value. So with that funnel that has 2% conversion rate, you'll make a lot more money than with your Shopify store that has low average order value. So at the end of the day, the combination of these two metrics, conversion rate and average order value, that's what makes a difference. The combination of both, not each one of them. Like you can have also average order value of like $200, but conversion rate is like 0.1%, right? So then it's like, okay, it's a problem. Let's fix it. So it's like it's combination of the conversion rate and average order value that you have to pay attention to. If you have specific examples, if you want to get some feedback on your lenders, on your metrics, Labid Islam, please DM me here. DM me here on, oh, not here. DM me here on Instagram. Anyways, DM me on Instagram, Alex Faratov, 3F at the end, and I'll send that. Yeah, this is my Instagram here. DM me with your specific metrics that you're seeing, and maybe some like your website or your ads, and I'll give you some feedback. All right, so okay, I think I answered this one. Having insane ad rejections lately. Ads do not break policies. You heard about it. Just use other ad accounts. Do the quality audit. Do the quality audit of your business manager. See if any of the assets are flagged. We have some people that can help with that, so that you put yourself in the best position. Again, Q4 will be crazy. Q4 will be crazy. I mean, hopefully by Q4 I have this recording here. It's like, oh, my ads are getting rejected. No shit. It's election. It happens every 4 years, like 2016. Like I was just starting with e-commerce, and I remember election happened, or even 2020, right? Like the amount of rejections that are happening because of the election, and Facebook is like hypersensitive to everything, to every ad. Like they're like just rejecting, and also the political parties, both parties, they're dropping like hundreds of millions or even like billions of dollars into advertising, which will inflate the CPMs, and also again will make the algorithm more sensitive. You just have to be prepared for that in the best way possible. You need the infrastructure of the ad accounts, business managers, pages. Like you want to have the whole setup, that if something happens with one asset that's currently like you're running your business on, let's say if you're running your business on ad account and that account gets disabled, like you're pretty much like fucked, right? Like you pretty much have no business. And so you want to diversify and have multiple ad accounts ready to go, warmed up. So if something happens with one ad account, like you can just boom, just spend more on another one and keep running your business and keep scaling up. Have you ever helped, Earthwipes TV, have you ever helped someone from Italy? I've helped so many people from Italy. One of our clients, Simone, he is from Italy. He lives in Dubai right now. I think he's like 22, 23 years old right now, maybe 24. So it's like time flies. And he's doing about $3 million a month. When we first met, when we first started working together, he was doing like maybe like $500,000 per month. Now he's doing millions of dollars per month. He's in our ESS program. Tremendous guy, phenomenal guy. And also know some other people in our community also from Italy. Some amazing entrepreneurs. We have people in our community. We have people from all over the world. We have from Italy. We have from Dubai. We have from Spain. We have from Portugal. We have from Mexico. We have from Colombia. We have from Germany. We have from Netherlands. We have from Sweden. We have from all over the world. So it's as long as and it's like the qualities that differentiate those successful people from everyone else, no matter what country they come from. I come from one of the like poorest fucking countries. Like I come from Ukraine, and it doesn't mean shit, right? Because as long as you're coachable, as long as you're like willing to put the work in, put the hours in, and you're committed to make your business successful, and you surround yourself with the best people, so you learn the right information, and you are like competing on the highest level, then it doesn't matter where you come from. People from all countries. There's amazing entrepreneurs everywhere in the world. But those qualities are always the same: the coachability, how coachable you are, how open-minded, how fast you move, how fast you execute. And so those things make a difference between people making it happen and making it big, and people that are like, oh, it's like, I want to start my e-commerce business, like, and then like three years after, 3 fucking years after, you talk to the same person, like, have you started like your e-commerce business? Like, oh, I'm still thinking about it. The fuck you thinking about? What the fuck you thinking about? There's nothing to think about. Just get on Shopify, get started. Like in 3 years, like you can be savage. In 3 years, like you can make like a life-changing amount of money. Like if you just commit to it. So just I think that just move, if you move fast and if you surround yourself with the right people and you take feedback and you apply it and you're coachable, then no matter what country in the world you're coming from, you will make it happen. Omar here. I was doing more than 300K per month. Nice. But now I'm not able to get anything working. I try different products, different Facebook profiles and pages, BMs. Do you have a solution? I have to look into your stuff, Omar. I have to look into what you've been doing and kind of like what ways have you tried? Ad accounts? Have you tried different profiles? Have you tried like, and sometimes it could be that your domain is flagged. And in that case, you just replace the domain and have the different setup that is safe, BMs, pages, profiles, ad account, right? These are 4 moving parts. Maybe some of the assets was flagged. We have some ways of getting assets back from Facebook, and that's I would have to look into it. Omar, please DM me on Instagram. Please DM me on Instagram. It's a bummer, that you were doing 300K a month and now it's not going well for you. But if you have that experience, if you have that hustle, we'll figure out what was the problem and get you back on track. So Omar, please DM me on Instagram. This is my Instagram here. I don't know if we're already connected, and I'll help you there. All right. Okay. Ooh. This is my favorite one. From where to find Dilana, please don't take it personally, but from where to find these untapped products for our store? What is the secret for them? Untapped products. This is like the worst fucking lie in the history of e-commerce. Untapped products. Like there is no untapped products. Like everything is fucking tapped. Everything is tapped, including our phones. And it's not about like untapped products. It's about how you sell the products that are tapped. Like I've made in my career like over $100 million. Like I mean, well over. But let's say one, for simplicity purposes, 100 selling very tapped fucking products. Very tapped. Very competitive. I mean, every like nothing special about those products. Like slight improvements, yes. Like maybe might be the products that we've sold like were like 5% better, like 10% better than other products, but those were not like untapped products that no one else was selling. I think that's a big lie in e-commerce. Like untapped products, like, oh, no one has seen those products before, so I'll start selling them first. Like, guess what? Like if your market is very basic, then once you start selling those products, people that are good with marketing, they'll see that you're selling those products, that you're having success. They'll start replicating those products that you're selling, and they'll just push you out of business. So the biggest advantage is knowing how to market and how to sell your products, and that comes down to like conversion rate optimization, your product pages. That comes down to your ads, your creatives, VSLs. That comes down on how you sell your product. It doesn't come to like, oh, this is like unique product that wasn't sold before, and like no one has seen this product before. Like, look at the top products. Look at the top products on every platform and tell me if those products are untapped, if they're like super unique. Like every product that is successful has like 350 competitors. Like Elon Musk is selling Teslas. is Tesla like what is that? Untapped product? Is electric car like untapped product? It's like, oh, maybe not. It's a fucking car, and it's like horrible car, but um, like, like that's the essence, right? It's how you sell it. But he's good at with selling it, right? With his personal brand, with his perception, with the noise that he makes. He's good with marketing. And so if you know how to market, it doesn't matter what product you sell. You can create differentiation from your competition if you know how to market. If I give you like two identical products, and you wouldn't even know like the difference. But like if you go to the, like, let's say if you go to like Louis Vuitton, and you're buying Louis Vuitton bag, are Louis Vuitton bags better than the bags that you would buy for like $100? No, I mean, how they're better? Like quality wise, they're okay. They're average. Probably made on the same factories, because we work with China a lot with factories, and like I know that a lot of the brands, like biggest brands in the world, like L'Oreal, like biggest ones, are making products on the same factory. Like like biggest, like premium brands in the world are making products on the same factory where we're making our products, and those brands are charging like twice, three times. Why? Because they're good with marketing. And so if you know how to market your products, you can sell any tapped product, kind of like unsaturated. Then tapped is the one that's like, you know, saturated. So it's all about how you sell your products. It's not about like finding this like unique product, because if yeah. Anyways, let me know if that makes sense, please. Let me know if that makes sense. Um, woo, these are great questions. I love these questions. Because there's so many fucking lies on YouTube. There's so many fucking lies. Like how to find these like unique products that, like, oh, it's like I use this like special like fucking spy tool to find these like unique products that like it's like page 351 of AliExpress, and it's like you find this product, and then you sell it. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. If that was the case, thank you, thank you, Delana. Thank you for not taking it personally. But I just want people to understand that, if you know how to market products, like then that's the biggest advantage. Like if you think about all of the big brands, like all they have, it's not they have like unique products, like, or something like like super special about them. Like the products pretty average. And then but the perception of them, right? Because they have such a good marketing, the perception of those products is that they're better, and people want to buy those products, because that's all created by marketing. And if you become good at marketing, and you do that by just learning from the best, and learning and studying, and observing people that are doing good marketing with like standard saturated products, and like, okay, so there's like two people selling the same product, and one of them is just doing phenomenal marketing. Maybe they're doing like VSLs, maybe they're doing advertorials, maybe they have a lot of influencer marketing, but they know how to position that product differently. And then another one just like, yeah, standard product pages and like Facebook ads, right? Like it's that's what makes a difference. Thank you. It's a great question. It just, I think there's a lot of wrong information that people listen to, and that's why people spending like you could spend a year looking for like unsaturated, like 3 years, 5 years, like looking for unsaturated product that no one has seen before. You can spend a lot of time, but if you spend that years like learning how to market the product effectively, like you'll be able to sell any product successfully and profitably. um, Great question here from Nikael. Is there anything wrong with the customer being sent directly to the checkout, not add to cart? I would test it out. The thing that worked the best for us is the sliding cart, right? Where it's basically, let's say, user on the page, and then they add product to the cart, and then the cart just like slides in, and then they can just like close the cart, right? So it's not redirecting them to the next page, but it's a sliding cart. from all of the tests that we have done, like that was the one that always outperformed everything else. You can also, I mean, test just sending people to the checkout directly and see what your conversion rates could be. But in our experience, if you send people directly to the checkout, sometimes it performs worse than sending people to the cart. But in terms of the carts, I would recommend the sliding cart. And then you can have some order bumps there, for example, like expedited shipping, guarantee of delivery and stuff like that, so you can maximize your average order value as well. So that's what I would recommend, Nikael. Great question. All right. Labid Islam, I sent you a DM on Instagram. Do you think Google Ads, search, or YouTube have some potential, or does Facebook outperform YouTube and TikTok for your creatives? Like, the way I look at it is, like, you have to find one like one core channel for your product, and for us it's Facebook. Like, I've been doing Facebook since 2000, what, 15, probably 2015. Like, it's been a while. And for us, it's like Facebook is a core, and then Google, like YouTube, like got a native, TikTok, Instagram, like all of these, like other channels, they're kind of additional ones. So you want to get one core channel to work. And if you get one core channel to work, depending on the product you're selling, you're looking at like hundreds, I mean, between like 200 to like $3 million a month. Like, that's one channel if you crack it. Like, if you cracked Facebook ads for a product that has a big TAM, which is total addressable market. Let's say it's health. That's why I like health, beauty, pets, like health, beauty, pets, and jewelry. Jewelry is okay too, right? So any of these categories can make you hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. And then traffic sources. Then you add Google. Then you add a TikTok. Then you add Instagram. Then you add influencers, right? On top of it. And on the back, you have email and SMS, right? So it's kind of like you create this whole ecosystem. Like, I wouldn't look at it like as one source of traffic is better than others. I would just look, okay, which channel could have the biggest like potential for my business specifically. And if you want to compare, let's say, Facebook to YouTube is a lot harder to crack. YouTube is a lot harder to crack because it's a lot different to create. Like, it's a lot more difficult to create like winning creatives for YouTube, like in terms of the editing, in terms of the flow, in terms of getting people to watch. And also Pixel doesn't season as fast. So Facebook is a lot easier in this sense. On Facebook, if you get something to work, like, very often it can work from day one. Like, day one, Pixel seasons, gets you sales. Like, Facebook, like, reach and like billions of people using Facebook. So there's a lot of people to advertise to. And the algorithm is also very strong. Like, algorithm on Facebook is just phenomenal. So I would look at Facebook as a core channel, right? And then you keep stacking these platforms like YouTube, native, TikTok, like all of these other ones. Now, on the other side, if you have experience with TikTok, if you've been doing like TikTok, you know how platform work, how algorithm works, then you can use that as your core channel. And then you add Facebook, and then you add native, and then eventually also add Amazon, and then eventually you add influencers, right? So you keep stacking these platforms, and that's how you build like a nice, well-rounded business, not just a business like dependent on one traffic source. Labid Islam, let me know if that makes sense, please. It's kind of like creating this whole like universe, your own fucking universe with your product, with your store, where you have your products, and then you have these like different traffic sources that will help you to maximize your sales. Earthwives TV, my man, or I hope you're a man, because sometimes I'm saying my man, and there's some ladies here too. So if I hope you're a man. So, is it achievable to make 100K in profit first year in dropshipping? I'm 22. I feel behind. So if I start and I put my all, should I have big expectations as long as I work hard? 100K in profit first year is very doable. It's very doable. As you said, if you commit with your whole fucking heart, and you put the effort in, you learn, you adapt, you act fast, you execute, you're coachable. If you're in the right environment, in the right community where someone gives you feedback, okay, you know, don't do this doesn't work, let's learn from this experience, okay, let's do it different way. And every time you're adjusting and learning, then there's no questions. There's some people like from Italy in our community, like I mentioned, like Simone is a great example. There's some other guys doing like $100,000 a day, like also from Italy, like 20, 21 years old. They've been in e-commerce like for a few years. So it's definitely realistic if you commit. If you commit, that's the most important. Just commit to it. Like, okay, like who are the best people I can learn from? Who are the best advertisers and the best businesses and the best brands I can learn from? Just like if you're obsessive about it, like that, then it's very realistic. If you would say I want to make 100K in my first months, I would say you're delusional. But for first like 100K in profit the first year, it's very realistic, very doable. Um, so, and I have seen it many times, right? I can't guarantee it will happen to you, but I have seen it many times. So I'm like, definitely possible. Um, and it seems like you're a competitive person as well, so that helps a lot. If you're competitive, like you see other people just like cranking up, and you want to compete on the highest level, and you're like, "Fuck, let's go, let's make it happen." And okay, there's some more. Right now, I'm semi-broke uni student. No worries. But if I start with you, I'll put my all because I feel you're a serious person. Let's fucking go. Earth wipes. Let's fucking go. Um, yeah, I mean, we can help you. We can help you there. We can help you, man. Just as long as like as long if you are committed, and if you're like, I want to become the best. I want to put my best work in. I want to learn. I want to adapt. I want to be coachable. I want to act fast, execute fast. If that's the if you have that attitude, then let's roll. Just DM me on Instagram, you, and we'll get it rolling. So just DM me on Instagram. There's my Instagram here. And let's roll. Let me see here. Some other questions. What do you think? Yeah, Chris. Chris, great question. What do you think of fashion dropshipping as a beginner? What to do with the returns? Well, that's at first, like, I mean, if I would do fashion dropshipping, like, I would. I mean, I'm not a big fan of fashion, but if you do it, like, do it in some like European countries. If customers want to return the products, they would either have like a local place where they can send their product to, and so then you have to process the refunds, like, and process the returns. And if the product is not used or not opened, you can resell the product. So that's one way. Another way is to ask your customers, if you're drop shipping it from China, to ask them to send product to China. But then you'll probably have many like unhappy clients, like if you ask them to to send the product to China. Um, so yeah, for that I mean, fashion is just tricky. Fashion has like 20 to 50, in my experience, from what I have seen, 20 to 50% return rates, because of the sizing, because of the quality. Like, let's say size medium or size large or size small in China, it's different size small, medium, or large in Europe or United States. Like, these are different sizing criteria, right? So if you're going into fashion, you better just like prepare, or maybe talk to someone who's already doing that specifically in a fashion niche, if that's what you want to do. Talk to some people who have done it successfully, and ask them, what are the main bottlenecks they had, how did they overcome those bottlenecks. If you're like completely set on selling fashion. But yeah, I personally don't not a big fan of fashion. I think it's a worst niche to be in. What to do when high ticket product is large and takes 40-50 days to ship by sea? How can it get it shipped faster? Cannot have consumers wait that long. Price to ship by air is too high. Well, Roderick, I mean, with those kind of businesses, the only way to scale those kind of businesses is to get some like capital, um, get some capital, and just buy more products and ship them like more than you have now. Like let's say you want to ship like 1,000 units, you'd have to plan for like, because you're looking here at basically 2 months. So you want to, and then when you get those products, you will sell those products out, and then you have to place another order, right? So that's a tricky part about that. The cash flow was heavy products. You would have to get some capital. Either it's like loans or something like that. That's why I'm not a big fan of heavier products. I like products that are light, that can be shipped by regular standard lines, can be shipped by air. You just need some extra capital. Alternatively, what you can do is like pre-launch the product, like using Kickstarter or just like pre-sale page, collect the money, and then place the order. And that would be the alternative way. That would be the alternative way of getting this business off the ground. Overall, it will be with this kind of business. If you're getting into this, Roderick, if you're getting into this kind of business, you should just expect that you'll constantly have cash flow issues. You'll constantly have cash flow issues just because of the nature of this business that you're in, with heavier products. So you'd have to raise money, get money, like to buy bigger bulks of inventory, so that at least when you're shipping it for 40, 50 days, that at least lasts that batch of inventory at least lasts you for at least few months, right? So you don't have to reorder it every month, because let's say you, yeah, it's just that 40, 50 days to wait for customers is too long. Alternatively, this is a risky way where customers are buying the product on the website. You can say like, this is, yeah, you can say this is pre-sale. In order confirmation email, you can say our estimated delivery time for this product is about 40, 50 days. And then see what percentage of customers will like, and we can either refund you, or you can wait for your product and you'll have it in about 2 months, because we just ran out of inventory. And you will find out, I mean, maybe not in your case, like, but in many cases, you'll find out that a lot of customers are willing to wait. So like, okay, I'll wait like 2 months for my product. We have had some products that like, um, probably like 85, 90% of people will be just, yeah, it's not like the most optimal way of running the business, but that's could be like what it takes for you to get initial traction with this business and still accommodate with 40, 50 days shipping times. Just ask customers after the purchase, hey, I'm sorry, we ran out of inventory. It will be 40, 50 days, approximately, for you to get your order delivered. Are you okay to wait, or you want to get a full refund for your purchase? And if they're willing to wait, now you have the money to fund that inventory, and now they'll be okay and they'll not be frustrated. But you definitely want to stay in touch with them if the shipping times are so long, and you definitely want to let them know in advance. Roderick, let me know if that makes sense, if that helps. Ooh, all right. So we have another Joka. Do you have any SOPs or guides on how does the whole process go from finding products to starting ads while having a team? I'm trying to automate my business more. At this point, I do most of the work. Joka, are we connected on Instagram? Are we connected on Instagram, Joka? Just let me know. I wanna go deeper, like, and see exactly what parts of the business I have, and I mean, also I have some amazing tutorials. Joka, just DM me. I have this tutorial where basically it's how to scale from 100K per month to $1 million a month, like literally like everything step by step, including team building, like all of the moving parts on that side. I just want to understand better what are the specific roles that you're looking for, what is the volume you're doing, how much profit your business makes, because like hiring the team only makes sense when your business is profitable. Like if your business is not profitable, you're not hiring a team. You want to make your business profitable, then you hire a team, unless you have some capital to spend while you're figuring this out. And but yeah, I have some amazing SOPs. Joka, please DM me on Instagram. This is my Instagram here. Would be great to connect with you. Like that's one of my favorite parts. Like the team building and scaling up, and just like moving away from like one person running the whole business and like building the team, so that the business can be more scalable and you have more time to do some higher level stuff, like searching for new offers, like bringing in amazing other amazing people to the team, and just kind of moving towards like higher level work, and buying back your time. That's one of my favorite things to do. So would love to help you. Joka, please DM me on yeah, awesome. Just DM me. Yeah, this is my DM. The just yeah, make a screenshot or just DM me right now so that I don't forget. And yeah, awesome. Build a team. Find that very hard. It's awesome. It's awesome. That is once you get the business off the ground, that's where you have to learn how to build the team, how to make the business more scalable. So usually that happens between like 100. Sometimes you get your business to like few $100,000 a month, but to get the business to millions, multiple millions a month, that is only possible and sustainable if you have a team. And so yeah, would love to help you in that process, Joka. And yeah, we'll chat soon. uh, do you recommend another one from Chris? Do you recommend testing multiple products a day or using a sniper approach and test one product every few days? Personally, I like sniper approach. Personally, I like to really understand the problem that I'm solving for customers, how they're currently solving that problem, and how can I be different from other people solving that problem. Could be differentiation on the ad side, could be differentiation on the product pages or advertorials, landing pages. So I'm looking for the edge that I can have, that I can use to scale a specific product. So for me, that's approach. I know some people just testing multiple products a day and like just like, yeah, it's just like test it. Some product works and then move to another one, and then fucking 3 years go by and they have no fucking business. um, so yeah, that's I've been through that, right? So I've been through that, and I make good money doing that, but it's just like not sustainable approach. Um, so I would do more like a sniper approach, like you said. Good advice. Do you think sending to a forwarder can help? For example, by sending units to CJ dropshipping warehouses in China and ship from there, the product is still heavy, right? So probably your shipping costs will be quite pricey. Roderick, let me yeah, if you can DM me, Roderick, on Instagram as well. Some contacts that can guide you in terms of what would be the best way to go, like in this specific situation. I have some great contacts in China. I have some great contacts here in US that um, would help you to figure that out. In the meantime, you can test what we just talked about with just selling the product, and then notifying all the customers about shipping times and seeing if they would be open to wait. Because if that works, then you pretty much solved the problem. Um, so, Chris, instead of fashion dropshipping, what niche would be best in your opinion? Thanks. Um, I mean, my favorites are health, beauty, pets, and jewelry. Jewelry is okay as well. Jewelry, because it has good margins and it's very light to ship and it's fast to ship. So these are my favorite: health, beauty, jewelry, pets. These are my favorite ones. It's not that you cannot make it in other niches, but after seeing so many entrepreneurs, and after seeing like so many businesses, and after seeing like just so many like people like come and go, like, and usually the people that are just sticking to fashion, they're just not in business anymore. People that are like just selling some random gadgets that trending, they're not there anymore. But people that are in these niches, they're like consistently growing year over year. So that's just from my experience: health, beauty, pets, jewelry. These four niches. um All right. Derek, I work for an e-commerce company in China. We stock in the USA. We use TikTok for traffic and now considering live streaming and content on other social media. Can we expect similar results? Um, Derek, I don't know what you mean by similar results. If you can elaborate on that, please. Or just DM me on Instagram so that I can help you there. Um, but it's awesome. Yeah, TikTok live. I think live streaming on TikTok will be massive. That's awesome. You're already on it. I know it's already massive in China. I'll be in China too in a few months. So yeah, if there is some, uh, maybe we'll catch up. Um, yeah, thank you, Derek. Um, all right, cool, perfect. And I'll just answer this one, and we'll wrap up. So, what do you think about EMF radiation blocking products? Scare some old people into thinking their phone is causing all of their health problems. Um, yeah, like I would look into research if these products actually work, if they actually work, and there's technology that's proven and scientifically behind it. I mean, a lot of the marketing is based on fear, right? Anyway, right? So that's what you're referring to. Um, like that is a good category if the product actually works. Like if the product works and if there is like scientific studies that prove that product works. If that's the case, and you can source good quality products and sell them, um, that is great. Um, all right. Do you add the winning? Okay, so just one more. Do you add the winning creatives in the main scaling campaign by the ID? Yeah. Um, and do you turn off ads that were winners in the past but don't perform anymore? Yeah. So I think this one was fast. Chris, how much does mentorship from you cost? Um, Chris, I mean, everything we do is custom. I mean, it will definitely be like cheaper than Toyota Corolla. I, so, cheaper than Toyota Corolla. But it's we have to figure it out, like exactly what you need help with. So I want to see whether we can help you in the first place, whether you have the time to for us to even like time and energy, and like you're serious about this. Like we're not just like anyone, like let's just like help everyone. We can help everyone. We only can help people that want to help themselves. Like that's that's a business we're in, like for on the education side. And so yeah, DM me on Instagram, please, Chris. uh we'll chat, and then we'll see how we can help you. If there is if that makes sense for both sides, we'll figure something out. Guys, phenomenal questions as always. Fuck, I mean, I could do this all day long, but unfortunately um I have a business to run. I have things to do. So would love to connect you on Instagram. Was you on Instagram? Like, if we have not, um Chris, it's better to do EU drop shipping than the US. 100% less competitive. 100% shipping is less competitive than US. So that's what I would start. Um, so yeah, let's connect on Instagram. Please just DM me on Instagram. Some of the questions here I didn't answer. Also, all of these resources I shared for funnels, Facebook ads, product research, all of the things that we covered. Would love to share those with you. I have tutorials, I have SOPs, I have cheat sheets. Just let me know exactly what you're looking for and what you need help with. And I appreciate all of your questions. Thank you, Chris, so much. Great questions. Hope I helped you in some way today. And I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day, and enjoy your Monday. So I'll see you guys. Thank you very much. And yeah, let's connect on Instagram so that I can help you from here and answer any of the questions that have not been answered. I'll see you.